I would like to procure the bag.
I wanna be a rich bitch. Penthouse doorman, money, 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 rich bitch. Hey, give me that bag. Rich bitch.
Yes, you're so rich.
Pay me.
We are cranking.
We're cranked.
We're cranked. No, we're not. We're just.
not.
I'm on caffeine. That's about it.
I need some caffeine. It has been a day already.
Yeah.
And I need coffee in my veins, even though I've already had two.
Yeah, you already had two?
Two.
I drank a whole pot of tea.
A whole bunch of tea.
And it was an Earl Grey. It was so good, dude. It was so good. It was an Earl Grey from actually the UK.
Oh,
Fitting for this episode.
So fitting for this episode. Welcome to I Want to Be a Rich Bitch, everybody.
We do.
Listener,
We are.
We're doing a little moment today
Yeah.
of escapism. But before
Thank
we
God.
get to there, Sarah, how have you been a rich bitch this week?
Oh my God. Do you want to know how I've been a rich bitch this week?
I do. Please tell me.
I have officially been confirmed and booked for a trip to Egypt to literally see the pyramids on a Nile River excursion with National Geographic.
The way that I am so jealous of this, I know you've been talking about this for a little bit, but fuck all the way off. I was
I know.
obsessed with Egypt as a child.
I still am.
I had a beginner's book to reading hieroglyphics as a child.
I think I had that same book.
I still have iconography around my apartment that is Egyptian.
They're the best.
And like the first thing I did when I moved here was go to the Egypt exhibit at the Met.
It's such a good exhibit.
Such a good exhibit.
It's you can't even get through it. It's so exorbitant.
It's enormous.
Yeah, their whole
colonialism.
art style, their culture.
Insane.
Me and you were both Egypt nerds. Like we had
Egypt nerds.
like nerds. I had that little treasure chest book that had a key and you'd open it up and there were all these like little activities inside you get from museums.
Oh, fun.
It was in Egypt. It's like exploring Egypt. It was a little treasure book and you look like a treasure chest.
I have a jewelry box. It's black with like gold embossment on top that I got at an Egyptian exhibit in Reading, Pennsylvania that my grandmother took me to when I was like 13.
It's so iconic.
It's so iconic.
Female pharaohs, Cleopatra.
There's just something really drawing and magical about that whole thing.
That whole thing.
And also like the upper kingdom and the lower kingdom. And
Yes.
I knew all of the things.
Yes.
I used to know the order and chronology of all the kings.
Pharaohs.
Pharaohs.
Yeah.
Kings, pharaohs.
Yeah, whatever.
But like all of it. I
That's
was
amazing.
obsessed.
Yeah. There's nothing about this that isn't rich bitch. I mean, we're going to land in Cairo. We're staying at the Ritz-Carlton in Cairo. Then I'm going to Then I'm going to a talk about women in Egypt and how it can be better.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to a talk. That's what I love about National Geographic, not a sponsor, but I wish they were because their trips are both exorbitantly gorge, but also educational.
Yes.
So after we leave Cairo, we're going to head down the Nile and hit the Valley of the Kings, the Queens, Pyramids of Giza. We're going to go inside of them.
I am dead right now.
The new-
Anyone who really knows me knows how badly I am crawling out of my skin right now to like make you put me in a suitcase.
I
and
want to. Oh my God. Can you imagine the fun we'd have? I want to put you in my suitcase.
I'd be murdered in 4 seconds because I wouldn't obey any of the rules. I'd be having
Well,
too
no,
much fun.
we have to we have to put me into a cage because because I have to buy my wraps for my hair because it's gigante. I have to cover my tits, which I never do. I have to not molest my boyfriend in public and make out with him.
Which you also
I'm going to get in so
do all
much
the time,
trouble.
yes.
Yeah, I do all the time. So I have to get it together. And you know what? I respect the culture. I'm not going to dig into it.
Totally.
I'm going to behave. Not at the Ritz-Carlton.
Not at the Ritz-Carlton.
And not, baby girl, that my
that
swimwear
boat.
will
Yeah.
be a one-piece black ensemble, but it's plunging. And you're just going to have to get over it.
I love.
My nails will be,
So I am still very good friends with, but when he lived here, we had a more active friendship.
Yeah.
My friend Greg was a foreign services diplomat. And he
Okay,
used to travel
Greg.
all over the world to all these different places.
Mm-hmm.
And he, being a closeted at work gay man,
Got it.
got to experience a lot of gay culture in countries where it was either illegal, not accepted, whatever.
Wow.
And he's writing a book about it.
Oh,
And he pitched me this book like 10 years ago. and
I
was
remember you
like,
talking about this. It's such a great idea.
So good. But I'm saying this, love you, Greg, because
You're out now,
if I were to go to Egypt,
Yeah.
the first thing I'd be interested in learning is like the underground
What
gay
the gays
scene.
doing.
What's the network?
What's the gays
How does it
doing?
work?
What are the gals doing? Yeah. No, I agree with that. But yeah, so after we go down the Nile and explore all that wonderfulness, then we're going to Jordan, seeing Petra. And if you've seen,
Obsessed.
I mean, Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade, that's where they go, and you chose poorly.
I just heard this morning on TikTok,
Yeah.
because I stumbled across some like wonders of the world kind of thing.
Yeah.
That only about a fifth of Petra has been explored.
Huh?
Insane.
I want to explore her. Anyway.
Same.
And then we're going to go in the Dead Sea, and I can't wait to float my face off.
Videos are required.
I'm going to be like, yeah. I'm going to be like sitting on the top of it because I'm so small and just be like, I'll walk on water. I'm literally going to become Jesus while I'm there. And then once that's over, me and just Mike are going to Greece. I've never been to Greece, and we're going to meet a lot of his family in Athens.
The homeland.
And one of my favorite people I'm going to meet there is Kiki. So Aniki is a aunt of Mike's, and I've only met her on Zoom for holiday like meetups. She has cat eye glasses. She smokes like a chimney, or at least she did. She was here briefly in America to go to the real Woodstock icon.
Oh my God.
And when she is on Zoom, I'm telling you right now, she has these cat eye glasses. She's so close. Like people are like Kiki. And she's like, what? What do you want? What are you? I don't. She's like, hello. What, whatever you want. And she gets so like annoyed, but yet she is the center, and she knows that she's the center of everything. I love Kiki. I cannot wait to meet Kiki. Have some fucking
She sounds like
ouzo.
a character in a TV show waiting
Yeah, she's
to
a
happen.
cat eye, glass wearing fabuloso with the raspiest voice and the best. What? Kiki, no. Like, Kiki, come here. Kiki, hi, Kiki. Can you look over here? We want to talk to you about it. She's like, no. Like, she's everything. So I'm going to meet Kiki.
Oh my God, obsessed.
Cannot wait to be, our powers combined, we will be incredible. So hi, Cleo's scratching post. She's like worked up about Kiki too, because I think Cleo and Kiki would get along too. Anyway, Cleo's my cat.
Same
Okay.
person.
Yeah, Cleo is Kiki. So yes, then we go to Athens. So what we wanted to do, let's talk about your rich bitchness. What are you doing that's rich and bitchy?
Rich and bitchy. I have padded my wardrobe with corporate wear for the jobs. And it has been a challenge to find clothing that fits. Because
Especially
normal
corporate couture kind of vibes, yeah.
But not sponsored, DXL has been life-changing.
Wow.
And I resisted going there because it's like the big and tall store.
Yeah, I hate that. That's
And
not a great.
it is frustrating because I'm an in-between size. The
Sure.
lowest size they carry is a 2X.
Oh.
And it depends on who's making it.
Yeah.
I wear that sometimes, but they don't have an XL where I need an XL. But then you go to the regular store and the XL is too small. So it's like this very weird in-between
It's
place.
weird. That's weird.
But because of them, I've been able to buy a fair amount of clothing that I need for work
Yeah.
that I just feel like such a stylish girl in.
Good.
We love.
We love that. If you look and feel good, you are good. You're
are
making
good.
change. Yeah, you're giving yourself elevated
Yes.
vibes.
And
You're investing in yourself.
truly. And it just feels amazing to put clothes on. And like this is so hard to do because I think a lot of us have been raised, trained to look at the size of something
Yes.
and find whatever size that you're fitting into unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
And low key, I do that.
Right.
But then putting it on and having it fit and be comfortable in it, priceless.
Absolutely priceless.
Like, is this what it feels to be a small queen that fits into everything off the rack?
It is. And I think that you have discovered the hack of just living your bitch life. Are you okay? You don't have the Rona, do you? I'm going to kill you.
No, I'm just very dry.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
dehydrated and my voice is kind of like, help. I know I'm drinking all the water.
Okay, keep drinking it. That's not rich bitch. Anyway, so
This is poor bitch over here.
anyway,
Kiki. She's coming out.
No, it's like Kiki. So anyway, here's where we're at. So what we decided based on my upcoming trip, but also like that we always talk about traveling, and I think that's huge rich bitch behavior to see the world and do all the things. We wanted to make a list of our top 10 places to go. And I have starting with 10 down to 1. I just made a list. I had a really thought out list that had facts and different things I like about it. But guess what? It's gone. I don't know where the fuck it is. And I love Google Drive. when you do that shit.
Well, and since you have started with Egypt,
Yeah. That's not what I'm starting with, though. That's
okay.
not number 10 on my list. That's just the place I'm going to.
I'm not going in order with mine.
Okay,
I'm just
I think
firing
I'm
off.
going to.
Okay, go ahead. What is your number 10?
Number 10 out of 1 to 10 is France.
I've been.
Yep, you've been. And when I say I want to go to France, it's reason it's 10 and not top 5 is because I don't want to feel like I'm a piece of shit while I'm there and be treated like that. But I also kind of love that. So it's a vibe.
I will say it's part of the charm.
It is. That's what I'm saying. So, but I also don't want to always feel like that. So it's number 10.
Sure, yeah.
So, but I want to see the Versailles of it all. I think there's something beautiful about the City of Light, which is Paris, that the artists that are there, I want to go into the catacombs, bro. Because I've done them I've done those in Dover Castle in the UK. I went to Dover Castle, and me and only one other person, our entire thing, decided to just go down into the depths of the basement of this castle and go through the dungeon of it all. Definitely saw spirits, definitely saw some fuckery, felt fuckery, almost got lost, almost didn't make it to our bus to then be safe and go home, but we did it. But I love the catacombs of it all, so I will absolutely be doing that for France. That's my 10, France. You.
Okay, really quick to comment on France.
Because you've been.
Paris specifically because I've been. The scope of Paris, enormous.
Yeah, I don't know why Godzilla doesn't go
architecture
there.
Of
Yeah.
Paris, holy shit.
Yeah.
Everything is stunning.
Yeah.
Everything feels, at least where I was in the Champs-Élysées.
Ugh.
And I was staying right off of King George
Yeah.
in this little boutique hotel. I can't remember what it was called. But it was like a 5-minute walk to the Arc de Triomphe. And it was a maybe 15-minute walk to the Place de la Concorde. And the little, a 30 to 45-minute walk to the Louvre.
Yeah.
I walked everywhere. There were days I was walking 9 miles because I was just like walking all over the fucking place.
Right.
The catacombs I didn't get to do because I didn't realize that you had to have a reservation ahead of time.
Okay,
So that's bad on me.
Okay, thank you.
But and Notre Dame was closed, but I did go and I got to be outside. Yeah. So she's under construction.
her.
But like I did get to stand outside. I did have a musical theater nerd moment where I sang Out There from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
There.
In front of everyone, people were looking
I would
at me
sing,
like, what the
God
fuck?
help the outcast.
There
That
you
would
go.
be mine.
I just had the best time. I went into like the little bar district in the neighborhood and like walked around there, which
I
was
love those
great.
photos. You showed me the fun gay
Oh my
neighborhood
god,
photos.
the fun gay place where like 90% of the bar was underground. It was like in the dungeon of a building where like you walked in and it looked like a tiny little narrow studio apartment, and then you go down these stairs and there's like a little terrace balcony that looks down.
Work.
And it's like stone, uncarved stone basement walls.
Workity work.
It
work,
was
work, work.
nuts.
Great.
Everyone drinks outside. I did not do the food thing correctly.
Oh.
I just kind of like, because I was on the go. I wanted to spend 6 hours.
No, I
in
get
Versailles.
it.
Like,
I'm more interested in
I did
like
Starbucks
experience.
one morning because I was like,
You're
let's
just
just
like, I
get
don't have fucking time to do this. Yeah.
And so the only time that I really ate out was this little diner in, I think, the 18th district that was like on the corner. It was open late. I like go have drinkies and I would go like get a burger there.
Wow.
And then for my birthday, which was the second day I was there, I spent like 6 hours in Versailles, came back to the hotel, took a nap, and almost shit my pants walking around because all I had to eat that day was a grab and go, a ham and cheese sandwich, and a chocolate croissant.
And lots of coffee, I'm sure.
Lots of coffee.
your
And
body
I was
like,
walking down George V, and I just had a quick duck into this restaurant. Or I was like getting
this
ready
is
to
going to be
crouch
an
in a bush.
emergency situation. Yeah.
But the food was kind of underwhelming, and that's my bad because I didn't seek out any
Well, I'm
places
vegan,
that were
so
like
it's going to be a problem
reputable.
anyway. They're going to be like, "What? Get out!"
Oh,
And I'll be
vegan,
like,
get out.
yeah, and I'll just be like, "It's okay." I've already Googled though all the vegan options. There are actually
Okay.
really great enclaves of like cool vegan food.
There was a restaurant right around the corner from me. Back to what you're talking about, feeling like an asshole. There was a restaurant around the corner from the hotel called George V. And I sat down and I was like dressed and I had a cute little outfit on and I was like feeling very Parisian.
Yeah, you're lovely.
And so I sat down. I had a single seat outside on the Champs, And the waiter came over, and I tried my damnedest to order in French. I really did. I got mussels and fries and rosé Provence.
Yeah.
And I tried really hard.
Yeah.
And the waiter just, like, I've worked in restaurants where that's on the menu.
Yeah.
And the waiter just was not having it. And he was like, just point. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
I'm trying.
This one here.
Great. Well, I'll just be pointing then with my long ass nails. Enjoy. I'll be dazzled and I'll be like, this. And they'll be like,
and there's a coffee shop around the corner from the hotel too where I went in to order just like a coffee and
how dare you?
a croissant.
Yeah.
And the woman, but it was tiny. It was like the size of your kitchen, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And the woman behind the counter just was not having it with me. Was not having it.
Okay, well, see, that's why Paris is number 10 now.
But it like gave me a good story.
Versailles,
it was fun. I loved it. Versailles is insane.
But I don't want to take up too much time because I want to. What is your number 10?
My number 10 is Nova Scotia.
Oh, why?
And the gayest reason.
Okay, great.
Because growing up watching Anne of Green Gables.
Oh my God, that is so gay. I love it. No, thank you. That's all you need.
I just want to go and live my Megan Follows dreams of being, Anne of Green Gables in the Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island specifically.
You're going to eat fish. It's going to be great.
Eat fish. I'm going to walk around Prince Edward Island and just be like, Marilla!
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And then I'll leave.
See, I like that.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, my 9 is actually Greece, where I'm going.
Oh my God, bucket listing.
Yeah. I mean, actually, that's so funny to check this one off because truly, Greece is so interesting to me. But I'm also more interested in Italy, but that's a little later. But Greece to me is so fascinating. The history, their entertainment, their everything. I mean, the way they built things, where they came from, is just so fascinating. And the ancient world of it all. I'm just very fascinated by all of that. And now that I'm dating a Greek man, half Greek, half Italian.
Lord Almighty.
Lord have fucking mercy on me. But sign me up. So I am traveling on the world on a regular basis. But
you sure are.
Greece is my 9. That's where that's my next one. And I love the food, the Mediterranean food. There's so much hummus and good things I can eat.
Mine is Thailand.
Cool. I have that on my list too, but
it's only number 9. It's only so low on the list because I don't know much about where I'm going.
Right.
I'm intrigued by the culture. I'm intrigued by the jungle travel of it all. And the beauty of the country.
Oh, it's stunning.
I just don't know enough about what is there specifically for me to go and be like, I want to go here and here and here and here and here.
This is the one time I'll suggest being on Facebook ever and writing like, I'm having a trip to Thailand, it's a question, and people can make comments underneath. I've done that for like a couple places, and the information I got from people that have done it themselves and figured it out, and from local people that I know maybe, or like that know a local person, I got so much information on Thailand. Mike has been to Thailand. It sounds incredible. Thai food is my favorite
So,
food.
listener, if you've been to Thailand, comment below and tell us where we should go.
Yeah, cool. So that was 9 for you?
That was 9. So what's your 8?
8 is Italy. So just a step up.
Okay.
I have taken Latin. I did AP Latin 5 up until AP Latin 5. I know all the Romulus and Remus of it all. I know about the Caesar, the Et tu Brute, Augustus, the fiddling as the place burned, the aqueducts, the knowledge, the Romans. The Romans are controversial too because of their occupation of Italy. And what I love about Cleopatra is as she was courting Julius Caesar and then Mark Antony, she took the time to not just know Greek, not just know Roman, but to know ancient Egyptian and speak that language and bring that culture back during all of this. But one of my favorite things about Rome is just how they sprung from 2 siblings leaving and becoming like a whole nation. I just find Italy to be spectacular. Italian food is some of the best food on the planet.
Yeah. It's on my list too, but it's later.
People are gorge.
Ugh, gorge. One of my ones that got away is an Italian filmmaker.
Oh, he got away too.
We still talk, but he lives over in Berlin now. I just talked to him the other day.
Well, kudos to him and to my partner. He is half Greek, half Italian, so I feel like I'm getting all the things I need.
Also half Italian.
Oh, great.
Okay, so my next one, I'm
great.
is a Thai.
Okay, I have a Thai on here too.
It's a tie between Mexico City and Rio.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Mexico City because of historical ancient world landmark things that I want to go see. And
The
Rio,
Aztecs.
right.
Yeah.
And Rio because Carnival.
Of course,
And I
Carnival,
want to go
feathers
and just act a fool and dress
regalia.
up. And like, I never get to do that. So
Yeah.
to me, Rio would be like a nice stepping out of my comfort zone and be a crazy person.
Yeah, no, I think that's a fantastic choice.
Yeah.
It's not even on mine, but I'm like, maybe it should be.
Yeah, that's my tie.
You know what's so iconic is number 7 for me is the tie that I have. I know it was your 8, but it's funny. It's back to back. Is New Zealand because holy shit.
Yes.
The Lord of the Rings of it all.
The Lord of the Rings of
Every
it all.
single location was in New Zealand.
Stunning.
It's beautiful. It's quaint. I cannot even imagine the things I'll see. I prefer that over going to Australia. I think New Zealand is something I'd really love to go and discover for myself. And it's tied with the Netherlands because the Netherlands, Holland, also the Netherlands, Amsterdam, all that kind of like that whole amalgam to me is so, it's the best place for a woman to live.
Okay.
It's the kindest spot for women. I love the colorful architecture mixed with old world. I think the food is incredible. It's beautiful and sunny and filled with daisies. I just think it's the spot. So I've always wanted to go there. So that's my number 7, which is a tie between Netherlands and New Zealand. That's my 7.
My number 7 is actually Nairobi.
Cool. The next one is, okay.
Oh, hilarious.
Okay.
So I only want to go there because of the giraffe resort. Where you can like stay in this beautiful resort and like giraffes will put their heads through the window and you feed them. I've seen so many videos of this on TikTok. I want to go so badly.
I've only done that at Animal Kingdom.
I want to do like little drive-through safari situation where like your life might be in danger, but like,
Hell yeah.
but like charge at me,
Take
bitch.
a malaria pill and get over it. Yeah.
Take a malaria pill and get over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nairobi is number 7.
So that's funny because what brings me number 6 is literally, and I know it's a continent, but I want to do an African safari that's going to encompass multiple.
I debated saying that.
Right, because I don't want to sound like an ignorant, stupid white bitch. But what I'm trying to say is, and I sound like one, but I'm just trying to clarify. The reason I just say African safari is because it goes through multiple countries typically. So I don't know which country is the best one for this. I would have to do more research. But I think African safari, just to see
Just like a continent tour.
the ancient world is. And this is like the birthplace of civilization is Africa.
Yeah.
To be there with that energy and with those animals, you know, I'm an animal lover. I'm vegan. I love animals. I hate large scale poaching. I hate all that bullshit. So to me, to see these beautiful creatures up close and in person, and also just to be there, and like you said, the danger a little bit of it all. Like
Yeah.
you're just there in a car. It's not like it's a huge, giant, like it is a market. It's a big market, but you're still camping out. You're still in a thing. And yes, there's some glamping elements, but you're with lions. You're with big kitty cats. And I love kitty cats.
We love a big
We
kitty
love
cat.
a big puss. So
Well,
that's my 6.
and also
yeah.
I would almost backpedal a little bit and say maybe kind of same, only because other things that are on my list, but maybe not top 10, obviously Egypt is one of them, but then also like going to cities in Africa and experience
Yes.
like the city life of Africa.
I would love
Because I
to
feel like we
land
don't
there.
we don't
Well, we
hear
do.
a lot about it.
You're right. And I think that's what's so cool about a lot of these tours. And I've looked into some of them. You land in a big city, obviously.
Of course.
And you get to be there for a
Right.
few
It's
days.
not like Delta is landing in the middle of a jungle.
Delta's like, okay, we're gonna land by that lion. He's
right,
by that
by
tree.
this oasis over
Yeah,
here.
yeah, by this oasis.
Yeah,
and that
because
warthog.
I also want to do like Madagascar and I want to do I want to do like Egypt and South Africa and
Yeah.
like I said Nairobi. And so like there's just so many places that I'm so curious about that I would almost kind of want to do the same thing where it's just like a hop around the continent.
Yeah, I can't just pick one, unfortunately. And I know that makes me sound like a dumb bitch to be like, what countries? Africa. No, bitch, shut the fuck up. But it's because I want to, you know why.
Yeah.
So that's my number 6. Yeah, Africa.
Okay.
You.
I think my next one is going to be Iceland.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Couple reasons. Obviously, stunning, beautiful.
Done.
Hot springs, want to do it.
Oh, can you see the Northern Lights there?
Yes.
Great. There you go.
Also, home of like 90% of the world's strongest man competition men. And I believe the average height of men there is like 6'5".
Well, you're gonna
average.
be in heaven.
I'm gonna be in heaven.
You're literally gonna be in heaven.
Ruin
This is your heaven.
This will be a sex vacation.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally just going to fuck
You are.
Icelandic men.
That's exactly what you're doing.
That's what's happening.
well, no one's gonna be on ice. If you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be warm and toasty.
We're gonna contribute to global warming.
I live. Yeah, no, that sounds fab.
Yeah. I've always wanted to go. I've had friends that have gone by themselves with couples, whatever, and I just think it's
The pictures are extraordinary.
extraordinary.
Yeah.
Extraordinary.
Right. Okay, cool. That was a really great 6. I'm really happy with that one.
Thank you.
Good job. My number 5 is something you've already said. Thailand.
Okay.
That's my number 5 for sure.
Why do you want to go there?
Oh my God. Thailand to me is the jungliness of it all, the food. I want to see some good architecture, something about that whole section of the globe and the way that they build their buildings and the way that they live and the way that they eat. It's just so fucking awesome. It's so ancient Eastern culture. And I want to go to Thailand bad because they have a mixture of temple cities that are not as, obviously brought up very jungly. And then they have like Bangkok, and I want to see me some lady boys. I want to go to some shows. No, seriously.
I want ping pong balls.
They're talented. I want to see everything.
Yes.
And I want to eat good food because I can eat a lot of their food. They don't use dairy at all, and they have a lot of really great vegetarian dishes, which end up being vegan because they don't really use dairy.
Right.
And I'm very excited to eat my way.
I mean,
and
really,
hot sauce.
I just want to Anthony Bourdain and just eat my way across the entire globe. Please feed me.
be Anthony Bourdain.
Feed me.
of
Well,
him.
no, you don't because he's dead.
He's dead now.
But
But when he was alive, I wanted to be him.
right, of course.
Okay, cool. That's my number 5. And you?
What number are we on?
I just did 5. I think you're a step behind. So 5 for you?
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're now hitting top 5 territory. This is a big one.
So I think my number 5. My number 5 is going to be the Maldives.
I had the Maldives on mine, and I'm tying it with something else. It's coming up.
Hilarious.
We have the same list.
So I want to go there because I really truly.
Have you seen the photographs? There's nothing.
Of course
better.
I have. Yes. I want to be in a hut over the water and just like whatever. I have no
how dare
idea.
you.
I know nothing about the culture. I know nothing about food or anything else there. I just want to be in a hut.
This is a vacation where you just
above-
are there.
You just exist.
Yeah.
I want to be above crystal clear water in a little hut, down a little boardwalk, and call it a day. I don't care what you feed me. I don't care what's going on in the town. I really don't. I just want to be there for the vibes. That's why I'm going.
I mean, that's.
But it's so expensive to get there.
It's the most expensive to get there,
And it
it's
takes
expensive when
forever.
you get there too, unlike other places.
But like it's also like you have to fly from here to like Hong Kong to
Yeah.
Dubai to something else.
Oh,
and
it's
then
fucking a nightmare.
It
But I
takes
want to
forever.
do it
I
because
do
you have
too.
and you have to go there and you have to be there for a while because you have to readjust.
It's
But
a 12-hour time zone difference.
help me.
Help me.
Help me,
I need a week
Jesus.
just to get over that.
My whole fucking shirt just opened because you said Maldives. So I was like,
The girls are coming out
girls
to
came
play
out
in the
for that.
Maldives.
I mean, Maldives is luxe. Maldives
Yeah.
is gorgina. So
Yes,
great
yes.
choice. Fuck. That's coming up for mine. Don't worry. So now I guess we're on number 4.
Okay.
My favorite number. Switzerland, the Swiss Alps.
Okay.
Oh my God. If you guys like snow at all, and I love it, castles, towns in the
Castles.
mountains, lush green, giant mountains with small little towns in the crevices with the sun beating down. Everybody's economically well. Everything is like so robust. Swiss Alps, Switzerland, but also this is the place where I would go in a luxury train.
Okay.
Train, car, luxe, realness. Switzerland is where
Yes.
it's at.
Yes.
Switzerland is castles in the snow. It is luxury to the gods. I want to go to Switzerland badly. That's my number 4.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Dubrovnik, which
What
is
the fuck is
it's
that?
in Croatia.
Oh, okay. Got it.
It's where the fam is from. Part of the fam is from.
That makes sense.
About 11 years ago, my aunt went there to Zagreb and to Dubrovnik, and she hunted down the little town that we're from and found the church that the ancestors were baptized in, and she did a whole thing. And so I kind of want to do that exact same trip and just go like ancestor hunting.
That's fab. Shit, none of that fucking shit is on mine. I'm probably just my Irish, my German, my Welsh. None of it's on here.
Yeah, so that's
Ireland actually is the only one. I would probably make Ireland 11 if I was extending this list.
There's no real like reason to go there other than that. Like the food is obviously going to be great.
Sure. Oh my god.
Croatian men. Give me. Put some of that ancestor DNA in my body.
Like it's West Virginia. In the streets,
it's mine anyway, so it's fine. But one of the hottest guys I've ever seen was a Croatian guy. He was a boxer on the cruise ship that I was on. He was a former boxer turned sea captain.
Good for you.
And he was enormous, like tits the size of dinner plates, and just like 6'5", shaved head, beard. I was dead for days.
Cool. Well, that's hot.
Yeah.
All right, so that was your 4. We love where that went.
And we are entering the top 3.
We're top 3, y'all. And I'm sorry if I'm cheating, but one of my top 3 is a tie, and that's the third one. I wasn't gonna make it my top.
One of mine is a combo platter.
Okay. I'm sorry about this, guys, but it's just very hard to choose. Number 3 is first off Japan.
Okay.
You know why? It is the most magical country in the universe.
Okay.
It is when I was 17 and went there.
Oh, right. You've been there already.
It blew my fucking mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's so gorgeous. Tokyo is one of the best cities I've ever been to in my life, and I live in New York, so I'm biased. But Tokyo is so iconic. The food, the fashion, the 12-floor arcades, the 40-floor like fashionista malls. The people are fabulous. The culture is extraordinary. The food is top-notch. The entertainment is everything. It's basically a camp culture. I mean, everything is too much. I love. Also, Japan has a swath of different things. It's small enough where you can cover a lot of it. So
and they have that bullet train. You can get anywhere in 20 seconds.
I know. And I'm such a weeb. I love anime culture. I love Japanese culture. I love pop from Japan. I know Utada Hikaru is my bitch. Love her. Or them. No, them. I love everything about it. The fashion is everything. Ganguru, Harajuku, let's fucking go, Akihabara.
Let's fucking go.
But they also have Kyoto, which is their temple realness, their old school feudal. Wrap me up in a yukata. Let me get some good street food. Let me do some cool games and experience ancient Japanese culture. And then lastly in Japan is Okinawa, which is the warmest island. It's separate of Japan, but it's Japan. And that's where it is the largest group of people over 100 in the universe. Wow. Everyone lives longer in Okinawa because their food is non-processed at all. And they eat rice, vegetarian food across the board, tofu, whatever, and fish. And that is it.
Oh my God.
They all live to over 100. There's more than, it's the biggest thing. Is it octogenarians or centurions? How do you say when you're over, octogenarians is 80, right?
I think it's centurions.
Centurions. It's the largest collective of over 100 people in the world. And it is because they are living their best life. Now, my other tie for 3, which we've already gone into, is the Maldives. Yeah. Enough said. Put me in a nice infinity pool, thatched hut over the water.
Exactly.
And I will get lit and just lay and be like, how come life is so beautiful? Hello, Maldives. But that flight almost murdered me, but now I'm reborn in the Maldives.
Let me have an existential crisis in the Maldives, please.
That's it. So that's my 3.
Okay.
Number 3.
My number 3 is Istanbul.
Istanbul, Constantinople.
I'm really down to go to like the open air markets.
Oh yes.
And walk around and just buy shit.
Oh.
Also,
Barter.
Turkish food, fuck me up.
Turkish food can get
Turkish men, fuck me up.
I'm seeing a theme.
Is this becoming like a food and dick tour? Like,
really, Ed's yours has been food and dick.
I'm just chasing the
culture.
I'm chasing the meals.
Yeah, I get it. No, you're getting your sustenance. You're really actually rich bitching it too.
Feed me.
Yeah, feed me, Seymour.
Yeah, so Istanbul. It's been on my list for a long time. I really want to go.
The architecture's like.
I mean that too.
Epic.
Again, it ties into the ancient world theme that we're having here. Like I love that. I love it. I want it.
I'm in. Wow, I loved that third one. That was unexpected.
Thank you.
Number 2, you guys, is Egypt.
You're on your way, bitch. Yep.
We already know we're big Egyptian sluts. We love Egypt. We are big. I'm obsessed with Egypt.
I'm an Egyptian slut.
Slut. I love the pharaohs. I love the female pharaohs.
Yes.
I love the pharaohs in general. I love their worship of cats. I love their pyramids of it all. I love their architecture. I love their culture. I love everything about them. Their gods are so much more interesting than anyone else's. I'm sorry.
Iconic.
I'm sorry, Italy. Like Roman gods are very interesting, and also like the Norwegian gods, very interesting. But fuck, Egyptian gods, Ra, Sekhmet,
All of them.
sign me up. Love everything about them. I love them. Egypt,
I'm so excited for you. I'm so jealous.
and I'm going. So that's my number 2. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Chieti, which is on the eastern coast of Italy,
Okay, got it.
right
okay,
on the
for a minute I was
Adriatic.
like, I'm an idiot.
Same as Dubrovnik. It's where the fam is from.
Oh, family.
It's where the fam is from.
Family,
It's where the one.
family,
It's where the one
family.
who got away is from.
Oh.
His family has a winery there.
Oh God.
So I will be
I'm in
taking
now.
advantage of that connection.
Yeah.
But I've always kind of wanted to go and see like the legit homeland. Like I could go anywhere in Italy and be like the homeland, but it's specifically
Italy's the
this
best, yeah.
region.
Cool. I love they both Italy.
It's
and
like
everything.
Bari and Chieti, which are very close to each other,
Mm-hmm.
and so that is why that is number 2.
That makes perfect sense. Your reasons are very good.
It's
Dick-
not a
dick or
dick and
family.
meal phone.
Yeah. You're either getting there for dick, for family. That's
Dick,
good.
food, ancient world, and family.
Mine's like architectural culture. My boyfriend's from there and he's hot. You know, so
Yeah.
we're getting there. We both
We're-
we're both
we're
on the
balanced.
same.
We're balanced.
Listen, we're on the same page, I think. Okay, my number 1.
Number 1, let's have it. Drum roll.
Bali.
Fuck. Okay. Okay.
Bali.
Okay.
Bitch. I've wanted to go to Bali every day of my life for the last 10 years. I think about Bali.
Okay.
I think about Bali every day.
Okay.
I think about the fact that I could get
It's
over.
your Roman Empire.
It is. I think that I could go to Bali. The flight would be, woo, but once I get there,
Yeah.
I could have a butler, an infinity pool in the jungle, everything I could
For
ever want for
$7.23.
literally $2.
Yeah.
And Bali's architecture, the Indonesia of it all, their temples
Yes.
kick ass.
Yes.
They're the best temples. They fuck me up. I want them. I want to be in them. I love Bali. Bali is where I want to go. Bali is my number 1.
Okay.
Go, lay around, be whatever, and enjoy myself
Be
in
a
Bali.
sloppy drunk bitch in
Sloppy.
Bali.
But also be sober and check out the temples.
Yes.
But then be a
History
sloppy
and
drunk
luxury.
bit at my villa,
Yes.
at my pool, and
This
my
is
jungle.
I think I can really sum up my travel ones in that.
Yeah.
History and luxury.
History and luxury.
Luxury is all encompassing
Learn,
of
But also luxury.
food and hotel and dick.
Yes.
I think that makes the most
Finest of
sense.
all.
All right,
That's my number 1.
My number 1. My number 1 is a combo platter.
Ooh.
And it's a combo platter because you have to go to one to get to the other. There are no direct flights.
Okay, talk to me.
The Azores.
Oh, yeah.
By way of Lisbon.
Oh, yeah.
You have to fly into Lisbon, you have to do an overnight,
Yes.
and you have to fly out the next day.
Ooh, it's a 2-step process.
The Azores, I have been Googling pictures of the Azores since 2016.
How do you spell that?
Azores. Azores, I'm not entirely sure how to spell it or how to say it. My friend Rainey, I told her about this, and this bitch took her family on vacation to the Azores, and I was like, you stole my vacation.
Oh, my God.
But they had a magnificent time. They said the
It's
food,
an autonomous region of Portugal. That helps.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
it is
Beautiful.
absolutely stunning. You can get an Airbnb there for 4 cents. They all come with bikes because there's like 4 cars on the whole island. You fly into like Santa del Lago. It's a fishing town. So all the houses are like white with like the red terracotta thatched roofs.
I love architecture, guys. Can you tell I'm such a slut for architecture?
It looks incredible. I have been obsessed with this place for years. I cannot wait to go. I will go. Back
You
in
are
the day
gonna
when
go.
I first found out about it, someone told me about it. And I Googled it and I found a 10-day round trip like package with hotel included for like $1,100.
Shut your whore mouth.
And I was like, shit. And I should have gone then and I didn't.
Well, I'm going to say on a side tangent, by the way, great number 1. Love that.
Love it.
That was not expected, and I'm so happy you said it because now I know what it is, and I'm excited by it. Because I do want to go to Portugal.
Yeah.
That'd probably be number 14 or whatever on my thing.
Sure.
But that's dope. And when the conflicts, this is a negative, but it's not. When the conflicts started happening in the Middle East recently, there's always been a conflict, but when the real big one started happening in the Middle East, I was like, Egypt, Jordan, okay? because like I thought maybe I would be able to go. So me and Mike were looking into Japan trips because he's never been, and I was like, you got to go, and I want to go as an adult because I went as a full on child, and I don't want to. I want to really be in there, and I want to see the Matsunagas who hosted me there. Yukari Matsunaga, hey baby girl,
Hey.
Konnichiwa, watashi no sarasizu desu, dozo yoroshiku, and I want to go. But what we were looking at were these 11-day things, tours through with a guide through Tokyo and Kyoto. So we're seeing the city, metropolis, and the old world, temple realness. And it was like $7,000, which is a steal. I'm sorry. In Japan it is. Because golfing there is more expensive. Men actually fly, because it's typically men, fly from Japan to Hawaii to golf, and it's cheaper than to golf in Japan. Japan is very pricey.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. But anyway, I want to see Mount Fuji. I thought, but like we were like, we'll just go to Japan then, because you see that all inclusiveness of it all. Not that shitty, like let's go to one place and get lit and go to like a food court that's like mall food. That's not what I'm fucking talking about. When I say inclusive, I mean an inclusive journey with a guide that's someone who's local that will take you through these things. And that I thought was a steal at like $6,000 or so. I thought that was insane. But to hear that you could do what you're saying for like whatever you just said, I even forgot it because I was so pissed off by
11 hundo.
Yeah, fuck off.
But that wasn't all inclusive. That was just like hotel round trip flight. But that was also 7 or 8 years ago.
It doesn't matter. That's incredible. The fact that it ever existed once is wild.
Do you want to do a bonus round?
What is that? Just whatever?
Just a random extra place that you want.
Okay, we'll do a random extra place and then we have to go.
And then we have to go because we have bougie
drinks.
places
Yeah,
to do.
I need food and I need booze.
Amen.
Okay, what's your bonus since you started off this whole thing?
My bonus,
Okay.
political friction aside, is Moscow.
Oh, hell yeah.
Or St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
For architecture purposes.
Yeah.
Not so much food, not so much men. Architecture.
Wow. So you really want to go.
I know. Yeah. I want a big ass castle. I want a big Russian castle to walk into.
Yes.
And
Das
just like
vidanya.
and like get in my eleganza fur fashion beauty and just stroll in there.
That outfit, I could just go with you.
Right.
It's for
I
Vladimir
have a
Putin's
coat.
funeral, but I can just wear it then.
It's fine. I have a coat that totally blend in.
Oh my God, yes,
But
of course.
I know that they're politically problematic across the board.
Oh, yeah,
in
totally.
every way possible.
Not that we're
and so I would never actually go. But let's put all that to bed for a second.
It would be though.
It would just be the visual of it all.
Where are the Romanovs and all that shit? What was that?
Yeah.
Was that St. Petersburg?
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I want to see that shit. I want to like dancing bears painting. Where's Anastasia, huh?
Right.
Yeah, no, that sounds iconic.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I think my bonus would be Ireland or Scotland because of fam.
Yeah.
And I think the rolling hills, the beautiful greenery, the factories that make Guinness like a fucking champion.
Fuck.
I would love all of that. The pub culture.
Yes.
Sing it up. Sing it loudly.
Sing it up.
People are so kind.
Yes, I've
People
heard
are
that.
so liberal.
I've heard that, yes.
Like really, for being a bunch of toughies, I love both cultures, and I love that all the men are beardy. Some of them wear kilts in Scotland. You know, I think that's so masculine and hot.
And they wear nothing underneath.
I know. I think that's just so beautifully masculine and gorgeous. And I love that all of them are like, Brexit, you fucking idiots. Like all of them are like, no, we're not the ones that want to, you idiots. But they're so gorge and so fun and thoughtful and a good time. And I think just going pub crawling and living your best while then being like, all right, let's take our car to the, the old villa, the old thingy, not a villa, the old cottage life. And then there's some sheep in the street and you're like, oh my God, cute.
Cool.
I'm drunk. Thanks, driver. Because I'm not driving drunk. Let's
Sure
be clear
not.
now. So yeah, I think Ireland or Scotland, just because of the familyhood of it all. We have a Scottish crest and we do have an Irish crest as well.
I love that.
And they're drinking.
Yeah.
So like, sign me up.
What a list. I feel like we need to keep these lists and as we get older, check them
As we
off.
check them, we were going to go to all these. I'm going to manifest this now. We're going to go to all of them.
Yes. Well,
I'm already hitting a couple.
I had already, to wrap this up real quick, I had already, part of this list was pulled from what I had called April Europe trip. And it was there was a job situation that was maybe happening that would have allowed me to do this. It was a 6-weeker and it just is not going to happen. So
I was
really
going to the Japan part of that job. I was very excited for you.
I was going to go to London specifically to stay at the Hazlitt Hotel, which is crazy.
Been to
It's
London,
in Soho.
love London. I've already been though, so that's why I didn't.
Same.
Some of the things I've already been, but I need to go back. Like
Well, and
Japan.
I didn't repeat any of my European ones because whatever. But I was going to go from London to Paris, to Lisbon, to Barcelona, to Rome/Chieti, to Istanbul, Dubrovnik, Berlin, Amsterdam, back to London, back to New York. So it was like this big giant circle, counterclockwise around Europe. And it's unfortunately not going to happen. I'm going to have to kind of piecemeal that out to
That's fine.
a little bit. But
Maybe it'll be even better because you'll have more time.
And more money.
That too. Rich bitch.
Rich bitch.
Well, this has been fabulous. I like this episode.
Me too.
It gives me a break from like.
And we need to end it sooner. I'm going to pee my pants because I've had so much
All right,
water.
guys. Well, thank you so much. That's Rich Bitch Behavior. Let's get out there, travel the world. There's also a lot of ways to travel the world on not a lot of money. You can do it. I believe in you. And put the money on the table, okay?
On the table.
On the tableau.
You're so rich.
Pay me.